Hello everybody. With Thanksgiving and the holidays right around the corner, I thought it was time to finally make something that I've been thinking about for many years, the butt of many a joke on the internet, something that I've been too intimidated to make until now, a vegan turkey roast. Now, what does that mean exactly? I don't know. I think we're gonna make basically a ball of seitan, and then we're gonna make a simulated crispy skin for it. We're going to roast it, and we'll be able to slice into it as you would with some sort of traditional meat roast. Is it going to taste like meat? No, but that's not the point. It's just meant to be the centerpiece of a feast, perhaps a Thanksgiving feast, perhaps a holiday feast, in which you don't want to actually roast, a chicken or a turkey or whatever. Don't come for me. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. You eat what you want to eat, and we'll both eat. Everybody eats. For this vegan turkey roast, I'm going to be following a recipe from a website called It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken. I've never made it before, like I said, so we'll see how it goes. Perhaps it will become part of my holiday tradition, or perhaps not. We'll find out. I think we should just jump right in. This doesn't actually seem like it'll take that long to put together. We are gonna need to refrigerate it overnight, so it's going to be a 2-day process. But the actual prep is relatively simple, which is great. We love that. So in a food processor, we're going to mix together a bunch of ingredients to make a ball of dough. Well, it's not dough. The ball that is the roast ball, the ball of protein roast ball. We are beginning with a 14-ounce block of firm tofu. The recipe specified that you need firm. Normally I buy extra firm. We're using firm today. And we're just gonna put that in the food processor. I've drained it. Tofu comes in a watery grave usually, but there we go. Next, I have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the recipe again because recipe websites are terrible. The next component of our turkey roast dough, or whatever you wanna call it, is nutritional yeast. We need 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So let's add that in now. 1, 2, and 3. Next, 2 tablespoons of water. I already measured that out. Next is 1 tablespoon of white miso paste. I just bought this fresh from Japan Village in Brooklyn. That is not going to be ASMR. Ooh, that's satisfying. Who doesn't love just a fresh tub of white miso? I want to just take a nap in there. And I'm going for a hearty tablespoon. And this is going to add a delicious, salty, umami component, I'm assuming, because that's basically the flavor profile of white miso paste. Get in there. Coffee break. Back to it. Okay, now let's add some spices. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of onion powder. My onion powder is a little chunky, so is this good? Can I just add 1 small rock of onion powder? It'll get blended up, right? Okay, I didn't like the sound it made. 2 teaspoons, so maybe I'll just add another small. Is this good? Onion powder! Moving right along, don't dwell on it. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, which, oh my God, I didn't get out. Ah! And look at that. That's how a seasoning should look, you know? 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You know her, you love her. Oh. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. Here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? Wait, here for a good time, not a dried time. You know what I mean? Okay, 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. That smells really good. Ooh, that's nice. 1/4 teaspoon ground sage. And I'm just going to use, we're not getting out a 1/4 teaspoon measuring utensil. I'm just gonna do like half of the 1/2 teaspoon. Also smells good, but not as good as the thyme. And finally, before we can blend, 2 teaspoons of vegetable broth powder is what the recipe calls for. But I have this broth concentrate, and it's actually chicken-less flavor. It's vegetarian broth concentrate that's meant to taste like chicken broth. It's from Wegmans, which is my everything. And we're going to use this, which is texturally different than a powder. As you can see, it's more of a goop, but it is what it is. And I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't mess up the texture too much. I don't think it will. I think we're gonna be okay. 2 teaspoons of this, all right? Perhaps I will get a tiny spatula. Okay, here we go. Get in there. All right, there's one. We worked hard for it. And here goes numero dos. Okay, congratulations. Now we get to mix this up. So I'm gonna pop the lid on the food processor. Easier said than done, am I right? There we go. We're going to blend until smooth, then we're gonna pause, and we're gonna add the final ingredient in this step of the process, vital wheat gluten. But first we need to blend until smooth. All right. Okay. It's looking pretty smooth. I might just scrape down the sides quick and then give it one more quick blend. Actually, maybe I'll just scrape down the sides and then add the vital wheat gluten before blending again. How much vital wheat gluten do we need to add? 1.5 cups. Oh my God. Okay. This is some very old vital wheat gluten that I definitely bought at some point during the pandemic for some cooking project and then never used again. But I found it before this and hopefully it's fine still. It looks fine and it smells fine. Here's 1 cup and 1/2. Oh, right on the money. Okay. We're going to mix to combine again until a dough starts to form. The recipe says this should happen pretty quickly. And they also say not to really knead the dough too much because it'll get rubbery. It's a delicate balance. It's go time. We got this. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh my God, it is happening fast. The excitement when the recipe didn't lie to you. The chicken broth smell, it smells very like chicken brothy, but this is a ball of dough. Look at that. That's what it's supposed to look like. This is the base of our roast. Okay, I've washed my hands and cleaned up my workspace a little bit, and now what we're going to do is transfer this ball of seitan, I guess that's what we've made. We're gonna wrap it up in some aluminum foil. I want to make sure I have enough. Come here, you. Ooh, look at that. Spongy. Wow. Are you entertained? I am. Some of it's trapped underneath the blade. I'm just gonna grab that. Pop her on top. It says in the recipe it doesn't need to be a perfect ball. It'll still work even if it's a little messy, which is what I like to hear. This is going well so far, I feel. So now we're just gonna wrap this up tightly in the aluminum foil. So. There we go. Look at that, nice little compact ball of protein. We need to steam this for an hour. I've got my pot with my steaming basket inside. I've got a couple inches of water at the bottom, and we're going to pop our delightful little vegan turkey roast ball into the basket, and we're gonna let it steam for about an hour. I believe the internal temperature of the turkey roast ball is supposed to get up to 160 degrees. Maybe I'll measure it with a thermometer. Maybe I'll just let it go for an hour and see how we do. But while it steams, the seitan ball is going to get tight in the foil. That's what we want. And then we're going to take it out of the steaming basket and put it in the fridge overnight to let it all like really firm up and become the vegan turkey roast that we know it can be. And then I will see you tomorrow. Hi. Okay, it's the next day. I put on the same shirt I was wearing yesterday for continuity, and I'm ready to finish this roast. It's a Monday, I've had a full day. What sounds more delicious than a vegan turkey roast fresh from the oven? So let's get it done. The first thing we need to do, there's just a couple quick finishing steps. The first thing we need to do is make a super simple buttery marinade that we're going to coat the roast in to give it that sort of simulated crispy skin that I was talking about. Let's get right into it. I've got 1/4 cup of vegan melted butter. I used Earth Balance butter, vegan butter. We're gonna mix all of this together in a little tiny bowl. We've got 4 cloves of garlic, minced. We're going to add those in as well. I'll just use the whisk that I'm going to whisk with later because I did not bring over a tiny spatula, and efficiency is the name of the game. Next, 1 1/2 teaspoons soy sauce. I always buy the lower sodium soy sauce because I can't tell the difference. And, you know, I'm sure I'm getting enough sodium elsewhere. Next, we need 1/2 teaspoon salt. I've grabbed a different salt container in the hopes that this one will be less chunky. That feels like a lot of salt, but let's just go for it. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. Oh no, there we go. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Oh, that's a 1/2 teaspoon. Haha, almost tricked me. Me, not so fast. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Almost put a 1/2 teaspoon in there. Would have been peppery as all hell. And that's it. Let's whisk. There's our little marinade. Now is a good time to mention that I've already preheated the oven to 400 degrees, which is the temperature that we're gonna roast our roast at. And speaking of, here it is, fresh from the refrigerator. Looks the same as when it went in, but it's a little more wet now. Let's open her up. You will want to also prep a baking sheet with parchment paper, as I have done here. And then unwrap your roast like it's Christmas morning. Ooh, wow, there she is. She looks wrinkly, but we're gonna coat it with rice paper, so don't let this dissuade you. Don't be scared. I mean, is it beautiful to look at? No. Might it taste beautiful? Maybe. So we're gonna brush our seitan ball that we made yesterday with the marinade. Gonna give it a nice coating here. Look at that sexy glaze. It's looking better already. Wrinkly and sad? Nay, glistening and happy. Can you tell I haven't had dinner yet and I'm hungry? Because I can. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Got a nice even coat on there. Now, for the crispy skin that I was talking about, that I've been talking about this whole time, the crispy skin, we're going to use rice paper. So, grab a sheet of rice paper and I'm going to run it under the sink for about, I don't know how much time. The box that the rice paper came in said 5 seconds. The recipe said 30 seconds. Let's find out. I'll let you know. All right, here it is. It's wet now. We basically just wanted it to get soft and malleable so that we could do this. and place it over top. That was definitely closer to 30 seconds. So the recipe, they knew what they were talking about. And then, look at that. We're just gonna make a nice little skin to go on top. And they said it's totally okay if there's a few little air bubbles. Those will just be extra crispy bits, which doesn't that sound delightful? And now we are going to rub it with the marinade again. I guess it's really more of a brushing than a rubbing that's happening, but you know what I mean. You're with me. We're on this vegan turkey loaf journey together. That looks great, I think. We're ready to put it in the oven. So we are going to roast for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, and then we're going to pull it out of the oven and we're gonna use up the rest of the little bit of marinade that we've got here. And then we're gonna roast for another 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll have vegan turkey roast. This is what it was all for. The fruits of our labor are about to come to fruition. I think it's gonna be done right about now. Look at this. I am so pleasantly surprised. This has for sure exceeded my expectations. I mean, I haven't tasted it yet, but visually, she is stunning. She is gorgeous. I would be proud to present this at a feast. Should we carve it? I guess so. I've never carved anything before, so don't judge my technique.
I want the fork too.
Oh, Mark has informed me that I need to have the fork in my hand as well to hold this in place while I cut. Ooh, look at that crispy skin. I might need a sharper knife, actually. I didn't come to play. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. The crispy skin is falling off a little bit, but that's okay. Does this look good? Did I do it? Do you consider this carved? It looks like it's got a nice even cook all the way through. This looks legit. And as a special little treat, we've also made some knockoff vegan KFC gravy. It tastes just like KFC gravy, but it is vegan. And it's very easy to make. If you want that recipe, let me know and I'll make a video about it. But I'm going to drizzle this over top and hopefully it's going to be sexy. I guess I should take a bite. I'm overwhelmed. Let's give this a taste and see how it is. All right, it's good, it's good. I think going through the whole process of making it and everything, I thought that it was gonna be a little bit bursting with flavor, and it's just sort of like subtle. It's subtle with the amount of flavor, but it's good. The crispy skin is a nice touch. It's good, it's just not exactly what I was expecting. I need to take one more bite. Chewy. You know what? With some cranberry sauce, with some mashed potatoes, some corn, you know, some roasted veg like we have here, with all of the Thanksgiving sides, I think this is totally delicious. But is it like my favorite vegan thing that I've ever made? No. Mark, can you tell them what you told me?
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I thought it tasted like, you know, your white turkey meat. It was nicely seasoned, you know. When you're having turkey, you're not like, wow, I love turkey, but you're like, it tastes good with everything that goes with it. And I thought the texture was nice, not too chewy, not too stringy. Sometimes you get that stuff where you're like, this is gross, I'm gonna stick with meat. But this, I could eat this any day of the week.
This is a solid recipe.
It's solid, you know? It's not like, wow, but it's like, how?
Okay, well, I feel like you had a more positive reaction.
No. Well, no, it was delicious.
He thought it was delicious. I think I was just a little hangry when I was first tasting it. I thought it was pretty delicious as well.
Yeah, I inhaled like half of it, so there you go.
There you go.